Good morning, this is Mark. I had a dream. It is about quarter till 5 o'clock a.m. on Saturday, November 9th, 2019. I was going on a missionary trip, and I was sick. I was in bed. I think I fell asleep at a quarter till 4. And I didn't want to get up. And I said, look, I'm sick. It was a missionary trip. And we went somewhere before we were supposed to leave, I think. And the person I went with, one of the people I went with, said, you got to get going. You can't just lay around. And she hit on me when I was in my bed and laid beside me. She was trying to have sex with me. Why anybody would want to do that in my current state, the way I look. I guess it could happen. Then somebody said, there was a dream or a prophecy or something that somebody needed to go down to a certain level, I guess underground, to visit some people. One person knew how to get there, to visit some people, to do mission work with them. And somebody said that the prophecy, he said, look, we can go down, we'll just keep going down, and we won't get where we're supposed to be getting to. So we went down to visit these people, I guess, as missionaries. It's a little bit fuzzy. It was a very realistic dream, but it was a little fuzzy. It might have been two dreams. Maybe I'm mixing them together. I think it was just one dream. So he said we need to go down and visit these people to do missionary work there. So we went down one flight of stairs, and somebody was chasing us. I think a group of people were chasing us. Oh, and when I was up above ground, like a campsite, it was like a campsite, and the man's wife didn't know that she was hitting on me, and we're like in a kind of like a cabin, but kind of like a house. And the man went to me and he said, look, he basically said, you have to get going. And I said, well, I'm not sure God wants me. I said, I'm not sure. He said, don't you think God wants you to go with us on this trip? And I said, well, I've heard from God. And I don't think he wants me to go on the trip. But he said, well, I think he does. And he said, don't you think I hear from God? And I said, no. He was telling me how to get up, get dressed, and meet him after a class. There was a class before. I don't know why there would be a class, but there was when I went on a real missionary trip. I was supposed to go on a real missionary trip. There was a class, or there were classes before we actually left. And the people went without me. The whole group went without me. Because I was a Christian. They didn't want to go on a missionary trip with me because I was a Christian. And it was not just one person. It was the whole group, I think, didn't want to go with me. And, he said, be out there and something like 11. I said I fell asleep. I said I fell asleep at about quarter till 4. Fell asleep about quarter till 4, and I just woke up now. It was about a quarter till 4, or quarter till 3. I just woke up now as a quarter till 4. And it is Saturday. So he said, "Don't you think that I hear from God?" And I said, I was reluctant to say it. I said, "No." And he got mad at me. He said, "You better be out there and go to your class. And then as your class is going on, you have to meet with me. 15 minutes after your class started, you have to go out and meet with me and be dressed and all this stuff." So there was somebody chasing us. And we're going down stairwell after stairwell after stairwell, down deep into the earth. And somebody said, "Look, so he said, okay, well, we know where to go." He said, "We just need to go down, and then we can just stop at a certain point." And I think that then we can get to these people we're trying to minister to. Or this person had the dream or the revelation said, he said, "Well, I'm telling you, once we get down there, we'll forget where we're going," something like that. And he said, "We'll forget where we're going." He said, "We won't be able to remember where we need to just turn off." And he said, that's what I'm getting is that we won't be able to know when to turn off to go to visit these people that need Christ, that need Jesus. We just kept going down, down, down. People were chasing us, I think because they didn't like the kind of ministry we were doing. And we just kept going down, like we were running away from them. Going down, 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 down. And we just kept going through stairwell after stairwell, going through door after door. We'd turn the knob on the door and run down to the next level. And there were 2 doors on a stairwell. We'd open the first door and go down, and then we'd open the second door and go down. And by the time we went to the third door, we'd be down a flight of stairs. And we just kept going down, down, down. It was just very far down. It's like, I think the down is supposed to mean primitive and desires and stuff like that. What is primal? So it could have been mission. I wanted to do this quickly when I woke up because it was a lot to remember, and I thought it might fade. Maybe some primitive people, and we were lost when we were doing it. We did not know where to go. We didn't know. We didn't know where the people were they were supposed to be ministering to, and there was some kind of like, when I woke up, there was some kind of like satanic force around me, like some kind of foreboding. So if anybody knows what it means, please tell me. It's like going down into your inner motivations. I think descending is supposed to mean that. It's the opposite way you want to go if you want to make progress. Psychological progress is up. I saw that in my dream with my friend, with whom I'll be doing missionary work, maybe to Africa. We kept going up and up and up. So I'm not saying it's necessarily negative, but it is primal, I think. Primal, based on desire. And there was that sexual stuff at the beginning of the dream, where the woman laid beside me in bed when I woke up at 3:45. If anybody knows what it means, please tell me. I thought it was interesting. I wish you enjoyed this video. God bless you. quick update. I had another dream. Instead of being in the morning, it was in the afternoon, because I could not sleep at night for a while, so I slept during the day. Had a dream where I was moving upward. I was told that on the border of Brazil, so apparently Brazil is the issue, on the border of Brazil, I think it was Brazil and Paraguay, but for some reason it seemed like it was Western Brazil. So, maybe it meant Peru, but anyway, Paraguay, I think it was border of Paraguay and Brazil, which Paraguay's on the eastern side of Brazil. Let me see. No, not the eastern side of Brazil. Maybe it is on the western side of Brazil, Paraguay. So that makes sense. We're going to Paraguay from Brazil to get out of Brazil, and we kept going up and up and up and up. I had to leave Brazil, and I left things behind. Some pots and some pans or something I left behind, and we were getting in a line because the airport had closed. The airport had closed for some reason, and it was transferring all international flights to the border of Paraguay and Brazil. In Brazil, though, it was in Brazil. It was the border of Paraguay and Brazil. So I mean, something about going to Brazil and going down the stairs. I keep descending and descending, and then going up. Once again, if anybody knows what it means, please tell me.